Here's Caroline Levitt talking about the president's MRI, which the White House announced today was just for general look-see at things like blockages, right? Arteries and what are those other things called? Dr. Green? Dr. Anybody here name a doctor? What are those things called besides arteries that you got to check? Oh, arteries. This is number 18, please. Valves.
As part of President Trump's comprehensive executive physical, advanced imaging was performed because men in his age group benefit from a thorough evaluation of cardiovascular and abdominal health. The purpose of this imaging is preventative, to identify any issues early, confirm overall health, and ensure the president maintains long-term vitality and function. President Trump's cardiovascular imaging was perfectly normal. No evidence of arterial narrowing impairing blood flow or abnormalities in the heart or major vessels. The heart chambers are normal in size, the vessel walls appear smooth and healthy, and there are no signs of inflammation or clotting. Overall, his cardiovascular system shows excellent health. His abdominal imaging is also perfectly normal. All major organs appear very healthy and well perfused. Everything evaluated is functioning within normal limits with no acute or chronic concerns. In summary, this level of detailed assessment is standard for an executive physical at President Trump's age and confirms that he remains in excellent overall health.
All right, one question for you two, and then I'll tell you what I think of this because I know you want to know. Do you guys know the word profused? Is that a word I should know? Profused? Somebody put in the chat what that means. I've never heard of that. Profused. Anyway, it all makes perfect sense. I don't know why they didn't announce it when they announced the physical. She said executive health. Like, I'm practically the president's age, and I should have this too. Even if you have zero symptoms, you want to make sure you have no blockages. You don't need any stents or drugs to deal with blockages. And so, of course, give them an MRI and check it out. See if there's any blockage, because it's the only way to find it. You don't need symptoms. That's my point. Is they said he's perfectly fine, and it also, I think, explains why the president didn't know what it was, because he had no malady, he had no symptoms, he had no complaints. They're just like, all right, we're going to test to see how you're doing. He didn't care because no problems. Either of you two med students want to comment on that?
I was pre-med till my senior year, so,
all right, so
I've had 4 MRIs, and I slept a Holiday Inn last night.
All right,
so
what do you know? You slept what last night?
Remember that old commercial? It was like it would be like someone in an operating room, they weren't a doctor, and say, "Don't worry, I slept at a Holiday Inn last night." Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Okay, I do. Okay. I do now.
Maybe I'm the old one here.
No, I do now. What do you think of my theory that this explains the whole thing?
I don't understand why this is a big deal all along. If this was the information they had, then why not release it with the original report?
I can't explain that part. But except for that, because they're all a bunch of privacy freaks. But except for that great point, it all makes sense to me now. Robby?
I see so many posts on social media. By the way, getting old sounds real fun. Looking forward to that. I see so many posts on social media from liberals saying that the cover-up of Trump's health is the biggest scandal in the history of time. And it just makes me chuckle because of the comparison to Biden.
Yeah. I hear you. I got an email from one of you, from a lady who said her husband doesn't care about clothes normally, but she bought him the Cozy Earth pants. He loved them so much. He normally doesn't comment on any clothes because he's like me, basically not interested in clothes or shopping. But he said, hey, can I get a second pair of these? So she bought him a second pair. And this part I'm making up, they renewed their marriage vows now. But she's very happy and he's very happy. You can give the gift of luxury to everybody on your holiday list with Cozy Earth. Crazy now, a sale, 40% off sale. Go to CozyEarth.com. Use the promo code TWOWAY for an extraordinary 40% off. That's the Cozy Earth bamboo sheets, the towels, the bubble cuddle blanket, all the pants you could possibly wear. Head to CozyEarth.com. Again, you can get 40% off if you order by December 12th, guaranteed for Christmas delivery. Give the gift of comfort that lasts beyond the holidays and carries into a cozy 2026. Again, CozyEarth.com, promo code TWOWAY. They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well,
Easier than a walk in the park. Hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two-Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.